Hey guys, this is Yash and you are watching Pro Tech Village English channel, and today in this video we are going to compare two beasts. We are comparing Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 processor with the Apple A14 Bionic chip. These two processors are the two best processors of 2020, and today in this video we are going to find out which is a better one. So, what are you waiting for? Let's get started. Let's start with the launch date. The Snapdragon 888 has been launched on 1st of December 2020 and the Apple A14 was launched on 15th of September 2020. Both the processors are launched in 2020 but the 888 is the latest one. Talking about the CPU and the clock speeds, in Snapdragon 888 you get a tri-cluster architecture. It keeps a big little approach of 1 plus 3 plus 4 cores. The first core is for the high performance task, and here you get Kryo 680 Prime CPU which is based on ARM Cortex X1 CPU which is the latest one, and the clock speed is 2.84 GHz. The next 3 cores are for low performance tasks, and these 3 cores are Kryo 680 Gold cores which are based on ARM Cortex A78 CPU, and the clock speed is 2.4 GHz. And the last 4 cores are for high efficiency tasks, and you get Kryo 680 Silver here which are based on ARM Cortex A55 CPU, and the clock speed is 1.8 GHz. So the CPU you get with 888 SoC is pretty fast and powerful, courtesy to the Cortex X1 and A78 cores. In Apple A14 Bionic chip, you get a dual cluster architecture. It has been designed on the big little approach of 2 plus 4 cores. The first 2 cores are for high performance tasks, and these are Apple's self-designed Firestorm cores which are clocked at a massive 2.99 GHz, and for the high efficiency tasks you get 4 Ice Storm cores which are clocked at 1.8 GHz. Now if you see the numbers, you will say yes, Snapdragon 888 seems to be a powerful one, but no, the thing is, when it comes to the hardware utilization, Apple uses the hardware to its full potential, and hence it gets a better performance, even better than the Snapdragon 888 CPU. There will be a good difference in single core performance in favor of Apple A14 Bionic chip, but the fight in multi-core performance can be closer one. According to me, in terms of CPU performance, Apple A14 seems to be a better processor. Let's talk about the fabrication process. Both the processors are fabricated at 5nm process. Snapdragon 888 uses Samsung's 5nm process, while the Apple A14 uses TSMC's process, but the energy efficiency in both the processor will be top notch. Both the processors are same in terms of fabrication process. Talking about the CPU architecture and cores, the Snapdragon 888 is a 64-bit octa-core chipset. It means for task distribution and multitasking, it has 8 cores, while the Apple A14 is a 64-bit hexa-core processor, and here you have 6 cores for task distribution and multitasking. Moving to GPUs, in 888, in Snapdragon 888, you get Qualcomm Adreno 660 GPU. This GPU is fabricated at 5nm process and will give you a 35% better performance than its precedor Adreno 650 GPU. In Apple A14 Bionic chip, you get Apple's self-designed quad-core GPU, which gives a performance boost of approximately 20 to 25% than its previous generation. So the performance gap will be narrower this time than in Snapdragon 865 and A13, but I think in terms of GPU, Apple A14 is still a slight better one. For RAM support, Snapdragon 888 supports a quad-channel LPDDR5 RAM with RAM frequency of 2750 MHz, and LPDDR4X RAM is also supported at 2133 MHz, and the maximum RAM size can be 16 gigs. On the other hand, in Apple A14, there is no official word by Apple on its RAM support, but some sources says it supports up to LPDDR5 RAMs at 2750 MHz. However, the iPhone 12 series has LPDDR4X RAMs. Anyways, in RAM support, there is not much difference between these two. For storage support, in Snapdragon 888 you get eMMC 5.1, UFS 2.1, UFS 3.0 and UFS 3.1 support, but with Apple A14 Bionic chip you get NVMe storage, and you guys know it very well that the NVMe storage is faster, so Apple A14 wins here. Talking about the camera support, Snapdragon 888 is the first SoC to have a triple ISP integrated with it. You get a support for 28 megapixel triple cam, 64 megapixel dual cam and a 84 megapixel single camera, and all three have MFNR and ZSL support, and the maximum single camera size can be up to 200 megapixel. But there is not much information available about the A14 camera, but some sources says it supports 12 megapixel of single camera and 12 plus 12 of dual camera. So in terms of camera, Snapdragon 888 is a clear winner. If we talk about the video capture capabilities, Snapdragon 888 gives you the power to record up to 8K videos. You can record 4320 pixels 8K Ultra HD videos at 30 frames per second, 2160 pixels 4K HDR video at 120 frames per second, 1080 pixels Full HD Plus video at 240 fps and 720 pixels HD Plus video at 960 fps, and this 960 fps is also called the super slow motion recording. With Apple A14 you can record maximum up to 4K videos. 2160 pixels 4K HDR videos can be recorded at 60 fps, so video capture capabilities of Snapdragon 888 are better than Apple A14 chip. For display support, Snapdragon 888 supports up to 4K on-device display. The 4K display can be used at 60Hz refresh rate, and if a Quad HD Plus display is used, the refresh rate can go up to 144Hz. On the other hand, Apple A14 also supports 4K HDR display, but unfortunately you can't have higher refresh rate here. So in terms of display support, I think Snapdragon 888 is slightly ahead of A14. Talking about the network modem, both the processors have a 5G modem with them. Snapdragon 888 is equipped with Qualcomm Snapdragon X60 modem, while the Apple A14 is equipped with Qualcomm Snapdragon X55 5G modem. Both modems give download speed of a whooping 7.5 gigs per second and upload speed of 3 gigs per second. But with X60 you get 5G carrier aggregation, which is not supported by X55. So in terms of modem, 888 is a better one. Now let's talk about the benchmark scores, starting with AnTuTu. Snapdragon 888 is rumored to have a score of approximately 8,80,000 points. Wow, this is huge. Apple A14 on the other hand scores 5,72,333 points, and there is a massive difference of approximately 3 lakhs points. And according to AnTuTu, Snapdragon 888 is a better one and with a massive margin in scores. And now if we talk about the Geekbench scores, Snapdragon 888 gets 1135 points in single core, while the Apple A14 gets 1578 points. So there is a difference of approximately 400 points, and in multi-core Snapdragon 888 gets 3681 points, while the Apple A14 gets 3831 points. So according to Geekbench, Apple A14 is the winner. So guys, that was the comparison of Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 processor with the Apple A14 Bionic chip, and there is not much difference between these two processors. This is like comparing Cristiano Ronaldo with Lionel Messi or comparing Virat Kohli with Sachin Tendulkar. Both are legends, both are beasts, but we cannot find out. Half of the people likes Snapdragon 888, half of the people likes Apple A14 Bionic chip. But if we talk about the CPU is better in Apple A14 Bionic chip, and the Geekbench scores tell this clearly. But the GPU, the difference between the GPUs are getting narrower day by day, and maybe in the next generation of Snapdragon CPUs or Snapdragon SoC, the GPU will be better than the Apple A14 by Apple's chip, not the A14 but the Apple's chip. But at this time, the GPU of Apple A14 Bionic chip is slightly better than the 888 processor. So according to me, the winner of this battle, the ultimate winner of this battle is Apple A14 Bionic chip. But you may disagree with me. Just let me know in the comment box, what do you think, which processor is a better one. Just let me know in the comment box. If you liked this video, please smash that like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, guys, what are you doing? Do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icons to get the instant notifications of my video. I'll see you in some another video. Ciao.